Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're back with fantasy author Mehdi Fakhrahmad. Thanks for joining us today, Mehdi.
I
Welcome back. And today, I want to discuss from start to success. So tell me, what are the real expectations that an aspiring author should have?
um and that's a loaded question, because every author, their journey is different.
Mm,
Like one person may find themselves like, like what they're doing, like, oh, I'm successful. But then another author like could be having the same kind of numbers, sales numbers, and they'll think, oh, I'm doing horrible.
right.
So of course that's subjective. And one author may publish their first book and it just bam, it hits, it's like top 100 selling on Amazon. They didn't have to do anything for it, but that's so rare. So the main expectation um, is don't have your expectations too high. Just do what you love. The whole thing is like writing your book and finishing it. That's a rewarding experience in itself. And there may be other things you have to do, like marketing, which like I market myself on Instagram and Facebook. Um, and I've reached out to other authors, and that's the thing is like, it's a community. Like the more people you reach out and make friends with, you can get little tidbits of like what you can do to like up your game. Like for example, one person doesn't do good online at all, but
Right.
he's been doing really good at conventions. And so I'm going to be doing my first convention in October. I'm going to AuthorCon in St. Louis.
Oh, great.
So I'm pretty excited about that. And once again, I'm not going in with high expectations because I mean, as long as some people buy my book, I'm happy. And another big tidbit of information is if you go to a convention, do your research on what makes your table look good. Um,
Mm,
when he went to conventions, he wasn't selling very good, but then he spent like, I don't know, $200 making a really big banner of his book cover. And then bam, people were just attracted to him because it looks more professional.
right.
So just little things like that.
Well, I love all those because you kind of touched on image. So you want to create a
Mhm.
good image and a brand with the marketing tools and yourself and looking professional and setting up a good booth. You talked a little bit about the exposure and going to these events, even if you're not maybe the most extroverted person, they're still fun. You still may sell a few books, meet a few people. And then I do love your probably the biggest note on just collaboration and being able to reach out to other authors in the space. And how would you say on the note of bookstores that could an author get into, say, like a Barnes and Noble? Because I know that you've got your books in a Barnes and Noble.
The big thing is, I mean, there's one thing like, so you can have your books online on Barnes and Noble, which is where I have mine. And then you can also have them in store too. And
Mhm.
getting them online on there is not too bad. You can use Ingram Spark, Draft the Digital. Uh, Even Amazon has like expanded distribution, and there's tons of great resources out there for like teaching you how to do that. Which I just watched a ton of YouTube videos. Honestly, there's a lot of information out there, but and the main thing is getting them physically in the store. Don't be afraid to go out there and do some footwork.
Right.
Like go to the manager at Barnes and Noble and just ask like, "Hey, what can I do to get my book in here?"
Mm,
And not every manager is going to be the same. Some managers will be like, "Oh yeah, let's get this in here." Most of the time, Barnes and Noble, they're going to want your book to be on Ingram Spark because that's how they order your book.
mm,
So if you have it on Amazon, they're not going to deal with it so much.
okay.
They're big competitors.
Good to know.
So yeah, you definitely want it on Ingram Spark if you want it to be ordered for Barnes and Noble to be in their store.
Okay.
But then there is other avenues, like other like there's going to be local bookshops you can go to, little indie bookstores. You go to them, and they don't really care where your book is published through, because you can just order a bunch of your own books and then give it to them, and they usually do some kind of consignment typically.
Mm.
But yeah, it's all about footwork.
Well, yeah, and I imagine, especially with those little bookstores, is they love local authors. I mean, I was surprised to hear that even like Barnes and Noble, bigger, much bigger, loves local authors.
Yeah, they really do. And that's the weird thing is like there's an author I saw because once again I told you every author has a different journey.
Hmm.
This author, like his Instagram presence is really low, you know, which I mean, if you look at it, you're like, oh, he's not doing that good. If you look at it just,
Right.
with without looking at it deeper. But then you see all the things that he's posting about, and he's got his book in Barnes and Noble. He's got an author signing over here. Like he's doing just all the footwork. So he's spending his time not on the internet doing the social media. He's spending his time out there in the real world, which is
Right.
still great. So, I
Hmm.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
every
Whatever
success is
works.
going to look different.
Yeah. Well, Madi, thank you. That was great, encouraging advice on from the start of writing a book to the success of selling it.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into today's interview with fantasy author Mehdi Fakhrahmad. Be sure to check out our website for more videos. Wishing you all a fulfilling and successful writing journey.